Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Welcome aboard, everybody. We are doing this live here tonight. Let's crank that music down here just a little bit. The best trade of the day actually came out of a turtle strategy, so perfect opportunity to talk about Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and of course Raphael riding on our backs. Turtle power. What are we talking about? Why is the turtle trading strategy so powerful? It's one of those that, you know, it's really going to pop out. It's going to hit you. You can't miss it. So make sure, if you haven't done so already, make sure you're following us over there on Facebook, Twitter, and of course here on YouTube. Not to jump to the brag board, hit our 4K target, 4045. Beautiful setup there. Really excited about that. So what do we got coming? 2.0, folks, 4K streaming. 4K monitors have been swapped out. I can't stream 4K and trade quite yet. We've got a new system on order. It's going to be in. I'm building it out. It's going to be awesome, and then we'll be able to stream in 4K as well. So hang tight on that. Roll that tape. Oh yeah. That brings back some memories for me. That's a little don't cut no slack. Alright. So we got a little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there, TMNT. If you don't know about that, well, you weren't a child of the 80s and you're missing out on life. And again, don't forget what I tell around here. If you're not having fun doing it, yeah, you're doing it wrong. Alright, so let's get into the actual strategy here tonight. What's this whole turtle thing all about? We got the lights on green here tonight. We're green P&L. And of course, really comes out of a beautiful turtle trade setup. Let's take a peek at what that is. The turtle power trading strategy. Lots of folks. Yeah, Richard, the green lighting. We had to. Just, you know, we do things right around here, right? So turtle trading strategy, the things we need to see for this setup. What is it? This is a continuation. Benefits, we've got traps. We get, folks, we get retail on the wrong side. Easy to visualize. But we're going to talk about how to trade it right, because some folks, even though they've seen it, you guys have seen the setup, I've drawn it, it's over there in the study trading materials, but we get a lot of questions around this. How do I actually trade it? When do I enter? A lot of people think you trade the neck. All right, I'm gonna put a rule on here. Your job is do not trade the neck. Write that down. This should be probably actually rule number 1 out of this trading strategy. Okay, turtle power trading strategy. What's number 1? Do not trade the neck. This is highly important because a lot of people, I get it a lot of times. In fact, Doug, I'm not sure if he's in here tonight with us. I know we're kind of doing this a little bit late, but I want to make sure we got a recap in here. The neck is not what you're trading. He's trading out of the shell, and you're going to know what I'm talking about here in a minute. I'm just going to kind of draw just real quick what this looks like. So we use P for price, pink here. All right, so this trading strategy has usually 2 legs, a big shell, and then a neck. All right, this is generally speaking the shape of this trading strategy, and a lot of folks try to who've been in here, watch me, they try to trade this neck right here. Okay, so they see, anytime they see a curvature, which again in this price, this usually looks something like this, right? It's pretty choppy. It's kind of something like this, you know, horseshoe kind of style. Looks a little bit like this, just visually. This is the shell component right here, and we'll break this down here in a minute, but I just want to define what I mean by do not trade the neck. This is not your job to try to, a lot of people think that this is the entry right here. Okay, now if you get a good entry right here for whatever reason, if you, whatever, another setup here, up 2 finger, you've got double dot, if you got a J hook in here somewhere and you're riding this, well then fine, okay? But this is not, the turtle trading strategy is not for you to try to run this neck. This is a big mistake that a lot of people think that we're trying to do here. So they think anytime they see one of these shells, they're looking to hit this big run. No, because oftentimes this price can still okay, and do this. It can happen like this, and this is not to go every shell you're looking to make a turtle. No, the turtle is defined by 2 feet. Right back here, usually. It's usually a trap, okay? Trap looking thing needs to make 2 moves. And it, of course, I don't know. It doesn't matter what comes in front of it, okay? But usually maybe it's price coming in like this. That's fine. But you're going to have 2 little nubs, little 2 back feet, okay? And then a shell, and then a neck. The whole thing has to be there in order for this to be set up, okay? So this is the turtle. If you see this on your trading charts, go back and scroll back on your screens. I'm certain at some point you're going to see this set up, and you're going to go, what should I do with this? You are going to see this over and over and over again on all time frames, okay? Today was a great one. We had it on a kind of a mid time frame area, which is great. When it's on the really big time frames, it's a little bit more difficult. Trying to time that entry, more difficult. Today's was perfect, literally beautiful trade. The entire trade, it was 1 trade today for me, in and out and done. We'll talk about why that was at the beginning of the day here. This morning had a couple of issues on my server. I had the wrong time. My time was off by about 1 hour and 45 minutes for some reason. I look at the clock, and that will mess up your data. If you ever have a data feed problem, folks, first thing, check your clock, fix the time, do a time sync that you got your time in sync. And then if you're getting your CQG is messed up and you're kind of not seeing the data come in for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you hit refresh and the bars are coming in, but you're not getting live, or you're not getting a flutter of bid ask like you're supposed to. Basically, that could be your times. Okay, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's get back to the turtle trade. Sorry, little rabbit chasing there on our turtle. So this is a setup. You guys got that? We're good? Okay. So let's go into an actual chart here. Okay, don't trade the neck, and then I'm going to talk to you about what you actually need to trade. Let's actually start there. All right. So we already drew the trade setup. What am I looking for? So I'm looking for 2 feet. Okay, 2 little feeties. And really, this is not as important as the rest of it. Okay, but you're going to see some tracker that kind of looks like this. This is going to be the shell of the turtle. Okay, and a neck. We already talked about that. But I want to talk about some other variations of this. This can be some other shapes. What's up, Davin Mite? Excellent. Okay, so this is the standard. Okay, this is what I call a standard turtle. Okay, standard turtle, it can look like this. It can look, a lot of them look like this. Okay, same thing. Still got 2 little feet down here. It can look like this. Okay, but generally speaking, you're looking for a curvature and a big straight neck. Big straight neck. Okay, long neck turtle kind of thing. All right. Now again, if this thing just starts going off, you're not trying to get this entry, folks. We're not trying to catch the neck. If you get lucky on that, great, okay? But we don't actually take our trade until we see all of this. You got me? The whole thing. This whole thing is the turtle trade setup. Visualize this. If this shows up on your chart, we're going to talk about showing you what to do, and I'll show you how we did that today perfectly. Called it from end to end. You'll see the timestamps on the charts. You'll see it in the room, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so let's draw our standard. So we're gonna get our 2 little feet. Turtle needs a couple feet, right, in the back. Bam, I'm looking for a turtle shell. I'm looking for a neck move, okay? This is the ideal. This is what you wanna see, okay? It doesn't matter how far it comes down, anything like that. It usually looks like this, but sometimes it goes all the way down. Sometimes it even goes a little bit farther down. This could come all the way to straight right here. It could come down here. It doesn't matter how steep it is. This thing could look like it's flipped over. And again, this plays both directions, long or short. Yes, Robert B. Timing is everything. Exactly. Now, once you see this, this is the cue. In fact, that's what I said in the room today. We've got a turtle, folks. I put in the room, we got a turtle, and this starts to come down in some way, form, or fashion, something like this, okay? You start to do this, you start to see this, and you start to get, you right about now, when you see this, your mouth should be salivating, okay? Because what happens here, I want to do another video on this about all of the setups and all of the psychology about what happens right here tonight. I want to keep this one a little short. I want to make this, want to get this done in 20-30 minutes here max. The head of the turtle should look something like this. Okay, so we got turtle shell. Now we got a head. Okay, can you see the turtle? Right, you can kind of see how this makes a turtle. That's why I call it the turtle. Right, here's this nice little. Let's green him up here a little bit. All right, we got a little turtle shell. All right, me and my terrible drawings. Okay. Somebody else can draw this up a little better. Throw in some Ninja Turtle action. All right, so we got our neck here coming up and out. Our little turtle head guy, he's pretty cool. All right, he ain't got no feet on this guy. All right, but back here we got a little foot and a little tail. We're cool. Okay, turtle, there he is. So when this turtle is starting to come into this area like this, doesn't really matter how this forms. In fact, sometimes it can jig out like this. Sometimes this can come straight down. Sometimes this can go make it nice like a horned turtle. It really does not matter. Does not matter what it is, but I want this to come back. I'm waiting for this to come back. I'm not trying to catch the neck. I'm telling you, that is a neck breaker. If you start trying to like catch this, it's about the moment that you're just gonna take a lot of heat. Again, everything that I do is timing, get you in the best trade scenario. Do not trade the neck. You guys follow that? All right. At the end, all right, but do not trade that neck. Here it comes. So we're coming into the head of this. Some people actually, maybe you'll find a spot where the fib pull back. Maybe there's a 50% fib. You know I want to hit that. But now I want some area over here. My entry point, what I'm looking for is as it starts to come down really hard, and if you imagine this part of the chart being cut off, okay, if nobody saw this, okay, and all the retailers are zoomed in on their 1 minute charts, and all they're seeing this right here. All right, they're seeing a bunch of down, 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 down. So they're gonna try to get short down here. So this is where the trap comes in. This is a bear trap. Now the next thing I'm looking for after I see this formation is I'm looking for a bear trap. I wanna see people be like, oh yeah, I really got this short now. This thing is well extended. They're like, oh, it can't go any farther, blah, blah, blah. The thing is well overdone, and those type of chats. You hear that kind of chatter in some retail rooms. That's a perfect opportunity to be looking for this thing long. Okay. Today was a blue dot. I got a perfect blue dot right here. Oh, it was too easy. Okay. Blue dot comes in, boom. We're taking this all the way up. Okay. Whoops, I don't have a lot of drawing room. This thing can go really far, but for sure to the top of this head, but you're looking for the turtle to kind of blow a spout. I always picture the turtle kind of blowing out the top there. Doesn't matter how far this goes, but it can go pretty far. This can go 127%. This can go to the 1618. Depends on time of day, depends on how long you're working, depends on what time frame you're on. But what you're looking for sure, we're going to look for a break of this head point. All right, this guy right here. Okay, so your target on this, target 1 is here, and we actually are going to be looking for the big long target. You want to hold this as long as possible. This is one of those where you're going to hold on the MACV trade. If the MACV has shown you positive direction, you're running that way, don't even flip it. Don't even turn it over. All right, so you're looking for this run. Let's roll this back here. Okay, so here's our beautiful setup. I'm looking for what? Bear trap right here. So when all the folks are looking to go short right here, that's what I want. Now again, lower time frame. Now I'm looking for down below. I'm gonna look for a bat wing setup. I'm gonna look for the trap and go, right? I'm gonna look for some of our setups down here, a J hook in this direction, awesome. Or in this case, again, double dot will work, but we got a beautiful blue dot here today. I'm going to show you that here in a live scenario in just a moment. But this is the trade setup on the turtle. Looking for this, bam, looking for an entry, and you are just ready to ride this all the way up. Okay, great R trade. If you're an R trader kind of guy and you're looking for some kind of 10, 20 R trade, dude, this is a great one right here. In fact, if you want to only trade turtles in our scenario, really, I couldn't fault you for it. Now, I still think that you should probably get an ideal entry off of some of our stuff. And of course, nothing is 100%. I'm sure that there are some of these failures you want to go check out. Go look at some of those failures. Some level in here, a break of the bottom of this shell is pretty much going to wipe that out. All right, that doesn't happen very often, and oftentimes you are misidentifying a shell. Okay. You got to be careful that it's not a flag and whatnot. There's a very defined set of these. Now, if you want to see a bunch of these, go over to our Discord chat and look over there on the left in the study. Okay, you guys good with this? This is what it is. This is what it looks like. You're riding up to the top, and I wish I could draw up farther. This thing can go very, very far, y'all. Today, it went very, very, very far. So let's go and take a peek at some actual charts here today. Again, this is the ES, S&P 500. Rocked up into Never Never Land, pulling out again 4K target here today, literally 1 trade, and done. Okay, come back here. So ES, you know, we're pressing up and, you know, easy green dot here on the 89s, right? But this is still kind of tough. What do we want to do with this? Remember earlier today, this was the only thing. I said, if this breaks, look out, we got a big run up top, right? And I already told you guys that we had that momentum with it earlier today, and the setup was actually on the NASDAQ. So let's go ahead and pull up the NASDAQ chart and show that. Let's go to our Discord room and let's pull. So this starts with me calling a turtle. Here we go, right about here. So if you see this in the room, folks, again, I do these for a reason. I know it's kind of fun and whatnot, but this is, look, if you're not having fun doing it, you're doing it wrong. I always tell people it's always fun to win. Okay, so yeah, here we go. We got some turtles. This is where it starts. I called a turtle in the room. I said, turtle power. Here we go. Turtle on the NQ was the first call. Simon asked on the 18. I think I see it. Yeah, pretty much all charts. MACV, wave, 5s, 2s. Watch for the bear trap, right? Look at my words. What I said this. I said, wait for the bear trap, then get on the other side for the big long. Okay, wrote this in the room ahead of time, right? There's old CG giving me some gold heart there. Might be early, could touch 74.64. So here is my entry. So I start getting into this position. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Open the original. So I said I was getting in a little bit early. I was adding to this position around this area. Here's what we've got. So we end up, let me show the actual, where we see it first. Okay. Here's my little turtle. It doesn't look as good on this one. I'll show you guys the chart that it looked the best on, which at the time was the 26 range. Okay, if you're wanting to look at this looking back, or today is the April the 1st. April Fools. Happy April Fools, everybody. April 1st, 2019. Okay, the ideal entry, there were other things that I got in on this entry. This is perfect. Coming right in here, we're going to bounce off of my golden ropes. You know I want this spot. Okay, so for my entry point, I see this spot coming in. I don't think I have anything on the MACV. No, it's not an entry off the MACV, but this is where my first entry showing, okay, here we go. I'm getting into this trade. Might be early, could touch 74.64. Why did I say that? Because of this screenshot right here. Okay, why did I call 74.64? This number right here. What is that? What is this little thing right here? If you don't know what this is a PRZ. PRZ box, gold PRZ box coming from, if you look to the left here, and beautiful, perfect entry in this. This is not the entry itself. I want to show, well, this is not why I got into here. Obviously, there's no signal right here. But I did say, be careful. I do know that this could come down and touch 74.64, which is why I didn't get any bigger right here. This kind of trade, I do want to get big on. Beautiful starts to set up. I end up moving some of my targets up into this other PRZ box for the entry. Okay, so let's take a peek at the next one. But this is why I called 74.64 in the room. That I said it could go even farther, and then I would have added to position at that level. I never came back down though. I did say here's a warning because we have our correlated market coming into a red. But look up top. I had plenty of space for this to move all the way up on the Dow to this upper higher level PRZ off of a harmonic. So easy for me to go ahead and take this. But if this did start to come in, I had to be warned of that, right? I'm always looking for the reasons not to be in my position. I'm not looking for things to support me. I'm always looking for things that are going against me, all right? All right, so here is my actual signal for this entry. This is a little bit easier to see the turtle. Can you see the turtle now? I need a shell. I need a straight neck, right? And then I need this pull down. Now you see it, right? Pull down. Now I'm looking for an entry. Where am I looking for an entry? Somewhere in here. I don't care where it shows up, okay? I'm just waiting for a bear trap now, right? All right, so here we go. Blue dot comes in. This is the bear trap, easy entry, and I'm riding this into the sunset, okay? Here we are entering it. Then this is live. This is right when we were taking this. Here's my entry. This is a perfect entry, right? Can everybody see blue dot? Where do you want a blue dot entry at? Perfect, right? Right above, we're getting in on the blue dot. Our stops are gonna come up. If this breaks this blue dot, what am I doing? I'm gonna bring my close button, right? I'm closing this out. And I'll let it pull down, come back up. You guys know the drill, all right? If you don't, again, you need to get through training here. All we do is I know it looks like my stops are down here. These are hard stops. My mental stop is right here under this line, I don't just close out a trade. Don't think, oh, you're just doing it dumb because you just close it out. No, we have a strategy around exits, which are just as important as our entries and our targets around here. Yeah, it looks more like a camel, but yeah, turtle. Yeah, so again, there's lots of formations and setups of this. When I call it in the room, you're going to get used to seeing all the variations. There are many variations of the turtle that I call, right? You know, sometimes it looks like a dragon. Okay, so I never thought about it looking like a camel, but yeah, maybe a 2-hump camel, 1-hump camel. Yeah, but generally you need the shell. It needs to be a nice little curvature. Okay, lots of folks getting faked out up here. Then we get one move down here. Everybody's like, okay, this is overdone, exhausted, blah blah blah. They say that kind of garbage. There's no such thing as exhaustion in the markets, folks. So any guru furu who's telling you that, yeah, he's probably just there to get your subscription cash. Just saying. So here we go, blue dot entry. Is there anything else to show on this? Pretty much not. You can see the formation here. This is the 8 candy bar. Okay, 8 algo bar if you're on NinjaTrader 8. We are, you know, we've renamed those. They're algo bars, candy bars. Nobody gets my jokes, right? Sweet, like taking candy from a baby. All the others, yeah. We have a little too much fun around here. Beautiful. All right, Curtis is saying onwards. Look at that. Simon's up in it. Yep. Okay, here we go. So now this is the trade progression. Okay, thing starts moving up. There we go. Now I know that doesn't look like much. Remember, this is on the 8s, folks. This is on, and again, this is not to be confused with the 8 range. So 2,500 here, that's a big move out of this area. If you go look at the smaller time frames, which I think I am going to show here momentarily, we're about to hit target 1. Yeah, so target 1, target filled, beautiful. And here's our current entry. It's a pretty big move, okay, on smaller time frames. And again, this is still 2s. This isn't even the 1s. This looks a lot bigger when you get it. So this first area I'm taking off right here at 74.75. Big move up and off. My next one, why am I putting my target right here? Pop quiz time. You need to know, why am I putting it right there? So there it is. What is this? Why am I putting this right here on this gold box? Why is this my next target? Okay. Then we got our big targets up top. Remember, here's the break of that head. Okay. I know it's coming to here. I just don't know how far it's going. This is the high of day, this green dashed line here. We know that. That's our high of day. That's on all of our charts. Okay. And again, these are all drawn automatic. I didn't have to put any of this stuff in, right? Look at our market profile on the left. Okay. Where's the sweet spot? Okay. You guys who've been through my training, you know what we're looking for here. All right. So that's what's going on there. Robert, PRZ, first man with the answer. Yes, sir. Well done. Right? So again, this is how you can use those harmonic drawings. Even when the harmonic isn't completed, what am I looking for? Right? I can still use these for targets. I can use them for entries. It's a great tool. All right, so here we go. Let's go to the next part. So this is the progression of this trade. Next part of the trade. So this one is kind of showing all the charts at once to show you kind of everything. Here's the 89. What do I got going? Tide. Here's the tide. Remember, we do triple screen here. You don't know about Alexander Elder's book, Trade for a Living. Only book I ever recommend, ever reading, ever. And then, of course, maybe Mark Douglas, but don't get his book. Just go watch his 4-part seminar, which is down in our documentary section on the left on Discord. All right. Pay special attention to seminar number 2. All right. There we go. Wave chart. So what do we got on the wave? Tide, wave, ripple. Here we go. Wave. Beautiful bounce up off of the golden ropes. Isn't that looking nice? You can definitely see the neck of this dragon here. All right, and I say this is a dragon only because of where the tail's coming from. All right, but really this is turtle. But you'll often hear me say dragon when its tail is way down low. It just, to me, it looks like a dragon. All right, so here we go, coming in like this. Look at this nice, beautiful guy here, and I'm looking for him to give his little spout. Bam. All right, if you're looking at your charts here today, look how far this goes after this time period. I'm going to show you guys a before and after. Of course, we rock out our 4K on the day, and I'm pretty much done, right? Here we go. So scroll over to the right. We showed those 2 charts. Let's scroll down. So tide, wave. Let's start over here to the left. Here are the 8s where we get our blue dot. All right, there's our shell, blue dot, perfect entry for the bear trap. And here we are on the smaller time frame on the 5s. Nothing here to enter on, but remember, this is where I was kind of looking for potentially there was a PRZ on the lowest time frame here, but this is looking all clear. Here's where I'm getting my second target from, right here, PRZ off of the 5s as well. as the 2s on that other screenshot. Beautiful, right? So we're watching, we know what our targets are, setting in multiple targets for our trade. Continue trade progression, what did I say here? Taking some off here because of the beehive. All right, we got a beehive on the 2s right here. If you don't know what the beehive is, again, you'll learn that in training. We're getting a beehive right here, okay? This could have beehive, give me some heat. I would have come back and added to this position, but I'm taking some more off here. So now I take 6 more off in this area right here at the top of the Darvas box, right? What is this? Is this a Darvas box? Yes, it is. Is this on your charts? Absolutely. If you install Algobox, remember 5-minute install, all this stuff is on your charts. You're not having to setting this stuff up. Beehive, I'm taking off a few more contracts right here. So now I'm down to 10 contracts, riding this up. Still got 6 here, still got a few up here, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the runner up top to complete out the turtle. Okay, again, calling this there through the room as we're trading. All right, other warning signs. ES has a double salmon dot in the 18R inside harmonic PRZ, bringing stops in. And I post a screenshot right here. Look at ES. I said, okay, if this starts to come down, this is a correlated market, right? Remember, I'm in NQ, but what am I keeping an eye on? ES is sort of another guide for me. The Dow, these are all correlated markets, US indexes, so they tend to move together, especially on a trending day. Was today a trending day? Absolutely. On a sideways market day, what do? How do I know it's a sideways market day? NASDAQ and the Dow, when they're moving against each other, what do I think, right? What's my first thing when I say that in the morning? First 10, 20 minutes of the day, if they're moving opposite, what do I tell you? Right? Sideways day, right? Okay. So double salmons, zoom in there, you see those, blah, blah, blah. Time check, 12:30. Again, one of those, it's like, okay, I want to be done in 15 minutes, right? You guys know the time checks. So here we go, almost there, but I'm holding this out. This is a long trade. It was Monday, slow, right? So everything we got to wait a little bit longer for. But good things come to those who wait. Up 2K even off of the 10 contracts here. Again, we've already taken 2 sets of targets off of this. First set of the trade, we've now cut off half. I'm half out of this position. Remember, we started out, we had built a position of 20 contracts in this area, so we're half off right here. Still got my next target here coming into this area. Sorry, I think I said 5 earlier. There's only 4 up here. 6 and 4. I was like, yeah. I was like, it doesn't add up. 10. So, sorry, I got 6 here, 4 up top for the next target. You guys got it? Got it. All right. Progression, still watching. Remember, looking for the PRZ. Here's the continuation of that area. That beehive, look, the beehive did come back, didn't it? I did not get a green dot here. What would I have done? Pop quiz time. What would I have done if I got a green dot right here? You guys know what we would have done, right? Yes, we would add back to this position, right? Exactly. So I'm either adding 2 or 4 more right back here in that position. Am I adding 6? Am I going to go back to 16? No, right? You guys know my trade progression as I go through, you know, some people call it evolving R. I would add back to that position on a dot in that location. Didn't get one, so we're still riding with my contract positions. There was the beehive. That's what I was anticipating coming back.
Good morning, Vinny.
I was right.
News event in 10 minutes.
All right, we got a
Only
news
10
event
minutes
coming out
until the
in,
news. Good morning,
5 minutes.
Vinny.
Cash
News
rate,
event in 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes
we've got a high
until
impact
the news.
RBA rate statement coming out in 5 minutes. Those of you guys trading the Aussie dollar, that is the 6A if you're trading the contract, coming out here in just a few minutes. So if you're watching that, keep an eye on that news event. Might get you some extra something here overnight for us. All right. Trade is progressing, still riding through. Blue dot. This is just another zoom in. There's a blue dot, still riding up, almost there to the next target. Would it be the 3rd target of this turtle? Yada yada. Here we're having some fun. Smurf dot boom. All right, target 3. This is target filled. And there's us blowing up helicopters. Boom! Y'all know how we roll. All right. So we're taking off some more. We hit 6 more contracts. There we go. 6. We hit that 6 contracts, right? We got 4 riding now. Okay, you guys can follow the progression of this story. It's a good story, right? What are we? So remember, this did not show up earlier, but remember, it was going to be a red cipher. We saw that the whole time and knew it was coming. What did we know? We had the PRZ. We already knew where it was going to be, right? That's what our tools can do that nobody else's can do. Bazinga, bazinga. There it is. Bam. So here's where I'm taking off my 6. Getting off my... Get on my 6! Alright, we got 4 more. I think, I'm loving it. 4 minutes. Alright, why 4 minutes? Because we were coming up on the 45, right? 45 after. Simon hooked us up with a new GIF. I'm digging this one. Smurfsville. If you don't know about Smurfs, it's because, well, you don't have any blue dots on your charts and you're missing out. Power dot, blue dot, power dot. Awesome. Loving it. We got a new nailed it. There we go. Done for the day. 12:48. Closing time. Took the rest of the trade off and I was at my 4K target. You know I'm going to take that. Green day. Rock it out. One trade. One kill. One shot. One kill. Ride it. Talked about it, documented it, put it into the room. Turtle power structure, blue dot on the 8s, bear trap, go. And of course, plus favorable. We did have longs favorable. If you guys didn't pay attention to that, in the middle of those charts, you're gonna see everything was longs favorable there as well. Right there, in the center of your chart, Algobox says longs favorable. All right, there we go. Okay, so that was the trade completion. The rest of it, lots of chats here today. Too easy with the algos. Here is the continuation of this even farther. Again, if you are a one contract trader and you're just wanting to ride the biggest trade, remember you're riding this as far as you can get it. Okay, you got it. Robert, you're loving this. Excellent. Davamite said add to position. You got it. Chris P got it right as well. CG getting it right. Early parts of this in the AM. All right, Chris P, you turn it in. All right, brother. Okay, so that was it. Let's see if I get a final for that. All right, last shark. Lots of conversations here in the room. Christian's asking a question here. What's this line? All right, that is a purple line, and it has a label on it. That is our auto line labeler. If those of you guys who are in the room asking about that question. Let's see. Did I show an end of day? Again, it popped pretty good. Oh, this is awesome. AK, if you guys want to see Algobox versus Right Line Trader, there are some $10,000 tools out there. If you don't know about them, go check them out. Compare them to ours, and ours are destroying them. This is room. If you want to ask him some questions, I'm sure he'll be obliged. Go check out his video. Give him a smash thumbs up on that video. Algobox versus RLT.
Hello, this is Sean with Analytical Kinetics.
Does a pretty good job of basically comparing theirs and how we pretty much absolutely destroy them and smash them to pieces.
It's against the VINNY'S.
And yeah, great little video there. AK, shout outs. Appreciate it, sir. Go give him some love over there. Drop him some comments on his videos. He's a little small channel over there. Give him some love. That was funny. Here's us coming online. All right, so no, I didn't show a screenshot in today. Here we go. Let's bring up the current chart of the day, shall we? All right, so end of day results. Why do I say the turtle is so powerful and why this is one of those that if you're a patient person, aka not me, this is the trade for you. Blue dot comes in. That was the blue dot we took earlier today. You like that move? I think you do. Remember, this is 26 range. 26 ticks per bar. Holy shnikes. So count those up right there. 4 of those is 100. 4 and 4, that's about a 200 tick move there, my friends. You are welcome. Thanks for hanging out, folks. I'm gonna send it off right here. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis G, and the rest of the gang, I'm gonna send out that big ol' H-Town. See ya!